Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bruins will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Trying play action. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese. And then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
The Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Carr. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Gets the back moving. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line. So offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? Maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play call.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Gates. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wilson to pass. On target over the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A+ level week in and week out.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lawson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wilson will throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Motion. They'll try the run. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The lone back's got it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Carr. Kearney on the Jets. He's at the top, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Recent years, fellas, Georgia has kind of had the upper hand in its rivalry with Georgia Tech, but this one is always spirited. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. All that speculation all week, and now we know it's something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Ball is loose. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Gaines. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wilson to pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run from the shotgun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides to the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. A little screen to the running back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Powers through the defender. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. And those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball to bring him. But goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards. But too many guys coming after him too quickly.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. That's caught. It's Clark. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. And the Bruins come to the line needing just inches for the He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Change now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's knocked down. Come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Now on the move. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wilson to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The corners are walked up tight. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rush defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Hamilton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that was was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Miami.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room, you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using his feet to buy time. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Western Kentucky. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a town to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Gaines. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Wilson to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. That is no good. All points are important, guys, but that one still leaves you with a 3-possession deficit down by 17.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carr. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Back open in the middle. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Grab near the marker is Hamilton. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Hamilton. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. off play action. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And here's the third interception of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense. At the 24.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He splits the upright, and that lead grows even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And that's good enough for a first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
So first down will open up the final period. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense set on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick release on the RPO. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Yeah, David, you just wondered at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David. And it's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They want to run this quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Bruins! Fitted in the window for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Wants to go up, forget the kick, he's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Wants to go up top on first down. looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Murray. It's a seam wide open. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He wants to throw it. Buys a little time. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll try to tack on 2. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the 1st down. The defense was offside. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick. And they do. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Touch pass on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Motion from the wide receiver. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cavs. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra pointer right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Western Kentucky. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking left. It's caught. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Bruins will hustle to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Off play action on first down. Now rolling to the left. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Rushes on him. Finds his man. It's Cox. Knocked off his feet. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're going to run it. Running into the open space. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And I have absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Now on the option. Quick toss. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Miami, 41. UCLA, 27.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He might want another play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
I tell you what, man, you're up 2 scores, sitting good. Everything about this game looks like it's going your direction in the second half, and you do that, and you go for it, and you stay aggressive, and now, woof, tell you what, you better hope your defense bails you out because this could become a game really, really quickly.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, UCLA. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Snapped it in the shotgun. It's incomplete as the two-pointer fails, and I guess unless they were concerned about games of chance, there wasn't really a reason to try to do that, but this game is over. After the stumble earlier this year.